Hari Om and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Yamuna Devi and I have a very special topic. I've been seeing this a lot lately and I want to check in with you to see if this perhaps may be happening in your life or someone you know, and perhaps it can be helpful in your life or the other person or someone. You know, sometimes as a caregiver, as a mother, as a father, as a wife or a husband, we sometimes neglect ourselves. We forget that we are a human being. And apart from being a mother, for example, we are human. We're women. So we have needs as a woman, right? Love, compassion, care, gentleness, kindness. As a caregiver, we're giving care, but we also need to care for ourselves. It goes both ways for a woman and a man. So we need to take care of ourselves. Sometimes this could be generational. You know, you see your mother taking care of everyone and leaving herself for last, even sometimes forgetting herself. So what happens? This pattern continues into your generation. And then this pattern, if you continue it, it continues on forward to next generation. Because the children are looking. The children are looking at how you are taking care of yourself. And if you are prioritizing your care as well while you're giving care. So these two things, we really need to take care of ourselves. We need to love ourselves. When we come from a space of love, we can love others and help others and serve others better. But if we neglect ourselves, we are just serving from an empty cup. And how do you serve from an empty cup? How do you serve from that space? You pour into a relationship. You pour into your family. And what about you? You forget about you. You are never seen. You are never taken care of, because the person that has to take care of himself, of herself, is you. You have to take care of yourself. No one can take care of you. We cannot expect to be taken care of. That is the biggest mistake. That is where we suffer the most, because we are expecting for others to love and care for us. That is where we lose. That is where we suffer. That is where we feel pain and we feel deception, because we have an expectation. But when you love yourself, you free yourself from that suffering and pain, because you prioritize your self-care, your self-love, so that you can also give to the world. This is very important. I've been seeing this a lot. And what happens when you neglect yourself? You lose yourself. You forget things you love because you don't remember. You haven't done it in so long, taking care of others so much. You forget. And it's hard when you come to that space and you see that you have forgotten yourself and neglected yourself. And now you're in a space of feeling lost, empty, confused, fearful, alone. You realize there's something that I have to do to help myself, because no one is going to save you. No one is going to say, hey, come here. Like, what's wrong? Maybe you need a little self-care. You need a little self-love. No, you need to love yourself, and you cannot wait to expect love from others, because that is hurtful. Waiting for so long and not receiving that love. No, my dear friend, you have to love yourself. You have to prioritize yourself. That's why in Ayurveda, we focus a lot in self-care. We give tools to people to help themselves. And these tools bring you to that space of awareness, to love yourself, to come back to your essence. And that essence is love. That essence is joy. The essence is light. You feel blessed. You feel wonderful. You don't feel fear. You don't feel anxiety. You don't feel lonely. You don't feel empty because you are filling that space of love by yourself. And you are always loved. You are love because your essence is love. But you need to take care of yourself. We prioritize so many things. We go looking after so many things outside of us. When we're focused on other things, we start pushing ourselves or our needs back. We forget that we have needs. You know that. I've seen it. So don't neglect yourself. Give yourself a little self-love. Give yourself a little self-care. Do not feel guilty. That's the other thing. We feel guilty because we are giving love to ourselves. But where is this guilt coming from? Generations of seeing the same thing, of seeing the same neglect, of seeing the lack of self-love. That is where it's coming from. We forget. People are pushed behind. Forget your needs. Take care of others. Take care of your family. No. You need to take care of yourself first so you can take care of your family. You are a mother, but you are also a woman, and a woman has her needs. You're a father, you are a man, and you also have needs to love yourself, to take care of yourself, to take time for yourself. Children need to learn self-love, but they look up to their parents for that self-love. This is very important for their physical well-being, mental well-being, emotional well-being. They become independent when they love themselves. But when they seek for love outside, they become dependent and they become unhappy because people in the end will not fulfill that space of love. It could be temporary. But what happens if the person leaves out of their life, for example? Then where is the love? The love left because they were dependent on that love for their own love. So if they have love within, if you have love within, the other love can go and you still feel love. You are okay because you understand that's part of the journey of being human, of life. People go separate ways and it's okay. Do not feel guilty when you are loving yourself, when you are giving yourself time to do a little self-care because you need it. You need it. And you have to set the example for your family, for your children, for your co-workers, for people around you. You set the example. So we start letting go of that worry, of that guilt, of that self-care, that time for self. We need that. We need to nourish our soul. We need to nourish that person living within us so that we can feel happy, so that we can feel the magic of life. Life is a blessing. Life is so precious. You really need to appreciate this life, this gift, and love yourself. Thank you so much for being here. I send you love. I send you good wishes. And my prayer for you to start taking care of yourself, to start loving yourself, and don't expect love. Let us stop that suffering. Let us not suffer anymore. Let us fill that vacant space with our own love and that self-care. Thank you for being here, Hadia.